Host the colors.
Honor! March! Move! Reset! Arms! Order! Arms! Post! Color reverse! March! Forward! March!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Would you pray with me? God, we want to thank you for all the good gifts you give to us. God, you've been so kind to us. Thank you for this beautiful day that we get to celebrate these seniors. God, we love these seniors. We love all of our cadets, but we're so fond of these seniors right here. God, as they leave Oak Ridge Military Academy, guide them, give them wisdom. I pray that the character that they've learned at Oak Ridge Military Academy would follow them the rest of their lives, that they would be grateful for the time they've had here, for the sea of mentors and friends that they can look back on fondly. God, we're so grateful for these seniors. Give them grace to be able to capture this day in their memories. Days like this fly by so fast. So God, give them grace to be able to remember and savor each moment of this special day. Bless our time together. In Jesus' name, amen.
You may be seated. On behalf of the faculty and the staff of Oak Ridge Military Academy, we welcome the parents, alumni, and I know that the parents are so proud of their seniors as we are. This is a very special day, and we appreciate you being here and sharing this moment with us. These moments run so quickly sometimes, and we're we have a bittersweet about the seniors leaving. We're glad they did so well and glad they're going to great places, but we hate to see you go. Today also I want to welcome someone special, Mr. Bob Bimbo. Bob is of the ORMI class of 1941. Finally, there's someone here that graduated before I did. He served in the U.S. Navy in World War II. He's also the great-grandson of Jesse Bimbo, one of the school's founders, and his grandfather Charles was in the first graduating class in 1852. We are delighted to have Bob with us for the 167th graduating class. Thanks again for coming and enjoy the festivities. We're so proud to have everybody here, and God bless you, seniors.
Good morning. At this time, we will hear speeches from the 2019 Oak Ridge Military Academy Valedictorian and Salutatorian. This year's Salutatorian is Alexis Spung from Lake Wiley, South Carolina. She is an outstanding young woman that has excelled at ORMA academically, athletically, and militarily. Please welcome Alexis Spung.
Welcome everyone to the graduation for the class of 2019. We've all been through some rough times at Oak Ridge, it being a military school, but it has grown on all of us. Before Oak Ridge, I had a rough time meeting people and getting out of the house because my family had just moved from Georgia to South Carolina. With my mom forcing me to come to Oak Ridge, I found myself again because the people here understood my pain and helped my sister and I through it. After a week, it felt like I've been at ORMA for a lifetime, already making memories. After being here for 3 years, I've held many different positions and ranks, so I've seen it all. I've been a private, always getting yelled at for messing around in formation. I've been a squad leader, becoming more motivated to take charge. Now I'm the battalion executive officer, always thanking DeCilio for being the battalion commander so I didn't have to be. But the real person I need to thank is next year's battalion commander, Noemini. She was my first friend at ORMA, always joking around, but keeping me on top of my game. She is the reason I completed cadre and continue to strengthen myself in all academic, military, and athletic aspects. I also want to thank my mother for sending me to Oak Ridge, my sister for always being here for me before ORMA, at ORMA, and after ORMA. I want to thank my ORMA parents, the Blackburns, for taking me into their family and being there when I needed them. Miss Ray, for all the life lessons and for always being the first one to congratulate me on everything outstanding that I accomplished. Miss Angie, for taking the crew to GTCC and treating us like her own. The maintenance staff for everything they do, especially Mike for helping me change my tire in the rain when I ran over a nail. And Sergeant Major Lewis for always correcting us when we're wrong, but also for supporting us. Last but not least, I want to thank our athletic director, Bobby Allison, for the year-round sports because that was really my only time away from the military aspect of Oak Ridge. I grew up an athlete, so the athletics here made me feel more comfortable and at home. He also introduced me to amazing people that don't go to ORMA that I can call teammates and more importantly, another family. So once again, thank you all. This school has so much to offer if you use it. While being a cadet here, I've learned a lot about leadership and how to lead others. More importantly, I've learned how to lead myself and set goals. Motivation is key. I find that phrase in the back of my head more often than you know. In order to accomplish anything, you need motivation. Oak Ridge has taught me that, and somehow repeating that phrase pushes me to procrastinate less. Because of all the things Oak Ridge has taught me, I will be attending the University of South Carolina studying public health. I want to strive towards impacting lives in the best way that I can because everyone can make a difference. It's time for the underclassmen to step up, to start making a difference because it's never too early or too late. Always remember to lead by example. If you continue to do the right thing, people will follow. So keep your chins up and stay motivated. Seniors, it's almost time for us to part ways. But before we go, I want to wish you luck on whatever the future holds for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexis. This year's valedictorian is Michael Treadwell from Lynchburg, Virginia. Michael is a vibrant young woman, just as vibrant as her red hair, and she is a kind person that seeks to always overcome any obstacles that face her, and she has clearly excelled academically, and she has such a beautiful voice as we heard earlier. Please welcome Michael Treadwell.
Okay, I'm gonna do my best because obviously the nerves are kicking in right now and the sun is in my face, but I'm gonna try and make this the best. Thank you, Mrs. McCon, for the kind introduction. As she said, my name is Michael Treadwell, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be here today. I'd like to start by once again welcoming family, friends, teachers, staff, TAC officers, administration, the Board of Trustees, and of course, my fellow kid idiots. I give a special thank you to my past and present Orma parents, the Blackburns and Major B. The support and encouragement I have received from you is unmatchable. I'd like to thank my parents for giving me no other options other than to come to Oak Ridge, where I found strength, maturity, and love. The final thank yous go to my mama, the best person I've ever met, and she's the strongest woman I know. She has loved unendingly in the face of hard times, and to my papa, who is unable to be here today but was one of the greatest men I've met and by far the best grandfather on earth. While writing this speech, I asked a few of you guys what you'd like to hear from me today, and the majority of the feedback was to make it funny. The only problem is, when I try to make things funny, it's not actually funny. I'd like to first tell you all that I was an officer at the beginning of the year, and I made a few choices that got me demoted. Recently, I was promoted to corporal. It took me way too long to realize that the choices I make now will affect my future. Maybe not directly, but it's a butterfly effect. The main point of my speech to you is to express how important it is to choose the right friends. Some of you, like me, may prefer to be alone. But we need at least one person in our lives who we can talk to. Why else would we be here? The first person I met at Orma was Weemet. I came here in 2014 and shadowed a student, and I was assigned to be his shadow. 2 years later, in 2016, I started attending Oak Ridge, and I met him again. Later that day, the current battalion commander, Noemani, arrived. She was my first roommate, and the best person I've ever met while being at Oak Ridge. We were in recruit training together. I don't know how I would describe recruit training. It wasn't really supposed to be fun, but it actually really was. The person who stood out to me the most was Alexis Spung. She's the sister of one of my closest friends, Jessica Spung, who graduated last year. Alexis and I weren't close at first, but we've become good friends this year. She is one of the funniest characters I know. She laughs and makes things entertaining. This year, we had the opportunity of being in homeroom together. We would spend those short 10 minutes dancing around and making strange sounds or singing way off key. What I've learned throughout high school is that it is important to find friends who are trustworthy, available, and kind. Through everything, Alexis has been the most trustworthy person that I have encountered while being here, because she is not judgmental when she points out my mistakes, and she keeps me accountable for the choices I have made. This is what makes her a good friend and an even better leader. The majority of close friendships I've had while being at Oak Ridge have been with other girls in the dorms. And while Anita Frunza doesn't dorm here, she is one of the best people that I had the blessing of growing close with. She is the best example of a friend who makes herself available. The times that I have struggled over the last few years, I have found Frunza always there to listen and show tough love by being brutally honest, even when I didn't want to hear it. She made sure that I knew that she was there to listen to me when I needed someone. The support and advice she has given me have not only helped me socially, but it has helped me grow as an individual. And her friendship has meant a lot to me, and I've had so much fun with her. Now, Fonzie, it's your turn. Dasha tends to have friendships that are trusting and, well, friendly. She attracts everyone, but this is because of her general demeanor. She is loving and kind. Fonz has patience
in her heart and quick to her to fly. This is what I love about her. In the past few months, we have spent the most amount of time together than we have in all the years that I've been here. And when we are hanging out, it's all smiles and giggles because we are comfortable with each other, and this is what I love. And I'm so grateful for it. On that note, I'd like to leave you with a quote, because that's what my mom, an English teacher, told me I should do to make this speech memorable. As I was browsing the internet for a quote, the name Zig Ziglar stuck out to me. Not because it was a familiar name, only because it was one of the weirdest names I've ever heard. Sure, my name is Michael, but who names their kids Zig Ziglar? Anyways, Mr. Ziglar said, if you go out, you're going to find the very scary. But if you go out to meet friends, you'll find them everywhere. In other words, in order to have great friends, we must first be a great friend. We have to make ourselves available, trustworthy, kind, and loving. As we all move on throughout our lives, our relationships with people mold our futures and determine who we will be and what we will do. And even though we may not like it, our relationships influence who we are. But we have the power to choose who we surround ourselves with. So choose to surround yourself with people who love you, want the world for you, and want you to be the best person you can be. To my class, guys, you did it. It was hard, and there were obstacles. It was pain, love, and heartbreaking friendship, but we did it. I love you guys.
Today we've got a special guest, Major General Max Hogwood, and I met, spoken to Max several times on the phone and texted several times, and really was impressed with him on the phone, and we had supper last night, and I was more impressed with him then than I was before. Max was originally from Oxford, North Carolina. He graduated from North Carolina State University in 1965 with a BS in Education and the U.S. Air Force Commission through their ROTC program. In 1982, he was a distinguished graduate from Air War College and an MS in Personnel Management from Troy State University. He later earned his Master's in Science in School Administration from Shenandoah University. General Hogwood served in a variety of command positions in the U.S. Air Force throughout his military career before retiring in 1966. In 1997, General Hogwood became the only ninth president at Randolph-Macon Academy and was there for some 16 years. Upon his retirement from Randolph-Macon Academy in 2013, General Hogwood formed Hogwood, I had trouble with the sun today, Hogwood Associates to provide professional education services to private schools, board of trustees, families, and students. He is committed to advancing and promoting private education, assisting families who are seeking high-quality and value-based schools. Although speaking with General Hogwood several times, I did realize the ideas and concern and care and willingness to help that he had. I think you'll enjoy his talk. I think you'll learn from it. And we're very honored to have him here today. General Mac Rockland. Well, good morning, honored guests, parents, board cadets, faculty, staff, board of trustees, Chairman Savage, and other folks with us today. I'm delighted to be with you today, and for this most important occasion, to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2019. I extend, like most parties, congratulations to each cadet in this class today. I'm personally honored to be your graduation speaker, so thank you, Dr. Wilson, for this opportunity. For some of you, you may not be aware of this, but this is Armed Forces Day. Not widely celebrated in our country, but it is a national day of celebration and recognition. I think it's only fair that we again honor the most distinguished and longest person, oldest person here having served in the military in World War II, Bob Denver, World War II. Would you please stand up and let us say thank you again? Seniors, it seems like that I sat in your seat just yesterday. I was 18 years old, 17 or so, graduating from high school and headed to college. And interestingly, my class in North Carolina was really about the same as yours, about the same size. And like you, I knew every classmate personally, and every teacher in school, every coach and every administrator. Any served here. There are definite advantages to attending a small school with great personal relationships. You just heard about that while I was in school. In the Air Force, we often said that there are no lost patrols in small units. I think that is indeed an advantage of a school like this. My small North Carolina school, STEM High School, was long gone by consolidations and efficiency, but my memories and the lessons that I got from my secondary education there are fresh and relevant today. Indeed, high school is a special time in our life. A time when you can learn, you can grow, and you can make mistakes, and as we said in the military, and learn to talk about it. Learn to live with mistakes that you make. Unlike Oak Ridge, my school was not about college preparation. We were expected to farm or to go into a trade. A few of us went off to college. Congratulations to this class. I think all except one young man is going to college and indeed going into the service of our country, the United States Army. Congratulations. As a result of the limited academic preparation, I darn near flunked out of North Carolina State. But I improved over time and graduated with honors and earned a position in the United States Air Force, which I was very proud of. I practiced one of the life lessons taught by my teachers in high school and given to me by my parents. Determination works. Giving it your best, even when the outcome is not very good, usually works in the long run. We heard about that last night, didn't we? About the young man who has the McDonald's franchise, and we heard about his determination. He was telling him that he could not concede, and him say, I will succeed. We heard that before. Well, first of all, let me acknowledge that only fair that I say today, only fair that I acknowledge that what I say today is not likely to be remembered as very important. Quite frankly, I have no idea who created my graduation speech, or even if we had.
So, I have no illusions about the importance of my role in this very service. I learned in the military a long time ago that a good approach is to be brief and be gone. So I will take just a few minutes of your time and I ask for your attention, please. I've thought a lot about what I might say today and what I should say that would make a difference in your life as you leave the school. Make a difference in the complex world that we all face and live in. My thoughts here today were formed over a long military career and a long tenure as the president of military schools, and now as the CEO of a small consulting firm. And indeed, I would walk in your shoes. Working with young people has been my mission, my passion, as well as my wife Carolyn, who's with me today, my best partner, my best friend. Hopefully the tips, and I call them tips, that I share with you today will help you be successful beyond all. First and most importantly, let me say that the lessons taught at home will indeed work in real life. Actually, this is practice in real life. Character, knowledge, and influence are just as important today as when this school was founded 160 years ago. So I have good news for you. Thank you. You ready? 75-page dead handbook that you probably have already thrown away or deleted from your file has relevance as you move on from this school. It's as good as any book you'll find about the structure, character, development, lessons you need in life. I have a suggestion for you. It's a simple thing. Most young people don't think about this, but later on you will take one copy, put your name on it, today's date, and put it away in a safe place, and leave it there. 10 years from now, take it out, and just try to read through it a little bit, and see if there's anything in there that makes sense to you. I think you'll be rewarded. It's a great book, one of the best books. It's simple, free, and short. The concepts that help you be successful here are the same ones that will help you be successful in life. And particularly, I commend the honor code to you. You know the words very well. I will not lie, cheat, steal, tolerate anyone who does. I will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate anyone who does. Powerful words, right? Trust me, the honor code will work for you at home. And it will work for you even better in life. Take the honor code with you and use it every day of your life. Talking about life, let me acknowledge to you what all of us adults here know full well. Life is not fair. Even if you do everything right, things do not always go to your advantage. Given this fact of life, my advice is very simple to you. Recognize the situations, what they are, and find ways to move on. Spend your valuable time making good decisions and executing the most positive plan you can develop. There's no saying, many of you know that. Don't let the blank get you down. You fill in the blank, whatever word you choose to use. I didn't choose to use that because I like to be so you didn't use it again. The point is, there are always people who are taking shots at honest people and trustworthy people trying to get ahead. They take their time and they steal your energy. Steve Jobs, I think, is a pretty successful guy, put it this way. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Powerful. After several careers of a little success, I've come to understand success is sometimes elusive. However, let me say this clearly, success is whatever and however you define it, however you define success. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's holding public office, maybe it's being the boss, maybe it's being an athlete, for God's sake, maybe it's being a general. It's your call. It's your call. You define it, you live it, and you achieve it. You achieve it. To me, it's all about reaching your potential and using your God-given talents to the best of your ability. Using what the Lord gave us to the best of our ability. Winston Churchill said that this is success is the ability to go from one failure to another without loss of enthusiasm. Can't have flags all over here. Good to go? All right. Did I say something? Ain't that flag all over? Again, the Churchill thought, success is the ability to go from one failure to another with no loss of enthusiasm. I'm back to my point of staying positive. This brings me to my next point, and I encourage you to be a leader. It's already been mentioned twice from the podium this morning by both speakers. Be a leader in whatever you do. There's a significant misunderstanding about leadership. Traditionally, it's all about how many people work for you and how much money you make and what position you hold, right? Traditional thing. My view is that not necessarily about any of that. Rather, leadership is about influencing others, about setting an example. Most importantly, leadership is about being the best that you can be in your given profession. That's why we have great leaders who are doctors, lawyers, plumbers, carpenters, pilots, and even athletes. We admire people who are the best at their profession. Basketball, LeBron James. Baseball, Bryce Harper. Medicine, Dr. Ben Carson, so forth and so on. You get the picture. These are people who work hard, and they are the best in the world at their profession. Maybe in your case, several of you have mentioned teachers. Maybe that best example of a person right here in this present that you admire who was a special leader in your life. Think about the person who is at the top of your profession, and that, my friend, is a leader at the top of their profession. In the best is what true leadership is all about. I can tell you that consider that good leaders takes a lot of effort to be a good leader. It takes a lot of dedication. The casual approach, unfortunately, does never work. Think about it. When you leave former, will you be a leader of your college, United States Army, and in life? Will you make the extra effort and dedication it takes to be a leader? My next point, leadership requires lifelong learning. I have views that you may not like. While today is an important milestone in your education, quite frankly, you're just getting started. You will find that success in life demands dedication to continuous learning and discovery and relearning and rediscovery. The cycle goes on and on. It is endless. Educators always want their students to be lifelong learners. You see it in all of their writings. Why? Well, they know the real truth. You must continue to learn to be successful and to be fulfilled. There is no substitute to being a lifelong learner. I can personally confirm the wisdom of this approach. As I continue, I have 3 careers to learn and grow professionally. I go to seminars, I read and I research, and I work hard to stay on top of my game. That's what I'm all about. I'm committed to it. So, I suggest to you, encourage you to jump on the lifelong learning bandwagon. Be rewarded beyond your imagination, and you will reap your potential. Please do not make the mistake of losing your mind to new ideas in the world around you. Have fun learning and growing. Your prep school is rightly stressed character development as the foundation of prep. All of the lessons taught here, that, in my view, is most important of all. Emphasis on character development separates former and other, like military prep schools, from those who just focus on academics or athletics. Character is that attribute that makes the most difference in your life. Interestingly, character is a bit difficult to define and grasp. To me, it's pretty simple. It's all about doing the right thing for the right reason. No one is looking. It's all honesty, it's all fairness, it's all ethics. I encourage you one day this simple, powerful concept. Character with you. Work with me versus don't is your character. Most of the concepts I've mentioned require extra effort, but let me say this clearly. Hard work is critical to success. Both the personal and your professional life. There is no substitute. You may say, Colonel Hopgood, it's better to be lucky than good. I've been in that camp. It didn't work out too well. Luck on the casual approach never quite worked out for me. It's unpredictable, inconsistent, and unreliable. Hard work and dedication, however, washes out all of these different conditions. Interestingly, you will find the harder you work, the luckier you get. The harder you work, the luckier. Mark Linkletter, some of you never heard of him, I grew up with him, said it this way: it turns out that how best for people, things turn out best for people who make the best of the way things turn out. Things turn out best for people who make the best of the way things turn out. My advice, work hard and create your own luck. Don't leave it to chance. I mentioned money a couple of times. Many people view wealth as the only measure of success, and certainly that can be correct. Indeed, wealthy people are greatly successful. Of course, there are notable exceptions, and there are numerous wealthy people who fail life because they fail life. Character. Fail life because they fail character. Just think about the numerous examples that we know of that failing life because they fail character. Think about it. I hope you make lots of money. However, it is my view that being financially secure is a better goal. Financially secure people who live within their means, save for the future, and enjoy life. My humble advice for you is to decide now to be financially secure and take the necessary steps to make it a reality. If it means that you're rich, that's just fine. But it might mean that your financial life is balanced and under control. It might mean that you make a modest salary, live a modest life, all the time being the best at what you do. And being successful and happy. Control your financial life. Do not live your financial life and control you. Let me say that it's not too early. See, it's about to be young adults start thinking about managing your financial life. It's really not too early. I want to make one recommendation to you that you can get started on right away. And it starts you down the financial security path. You may not like this, your parents are going to love you. Dedicate yourself. Please college or subscribe here. Do whatever it takes. Don't cheat loud steal for us, including summer sessions, night sessions, or whatever. Parents will love it, and you will get great satisfaction out of having done the course and subscribe behind this thing for 5 and 6 and 2 and 7 years college. Really, not enough. It creates a financial burden for everyone. Hang in there. I'm almost done. Almost done. Finally, I hope that you think about serving as a key component of your life. You have one young man who went into the United States Army, brave, There are other ways to do it. There's hundreds of military service, public service, community leadership. Whatever works for you is the right thing. Serving others and the greater good will make you a more complete person. You will never regret at all the time you spend in service of others. Giving back and paying forward is very important. Well, maybe you counted my tips. I had a number. I didn't tell you the number because I thought you would just count as I went along so accurately as you've done. I had 10. I trust that there's something there that made sense to you that you can take with you. If you leave home today, I encourage you to express your appreciation to the people who helped you get to this place in your life. This includes, of course, your parents, in some cases, maybe your sponsors, the administration, the teachers, the coaches, and the mentors. And by the way, just so you know, seniors, your parents are enormously proud of you today. And I would say, chances are some of them might even be relieved when you're graduating. My suggestion is there would be no better time for you to have really serious life. C.S. Lewis said there are far, far better things ahead than we leave behind. There are far, far better things ahead than we leave behind. It is my prayer that you will look back fondly at your time at and that you will find personally find ways to help me. I look at the audience and I can't resist saying this to the whole audience. I hope you too want to get help. That's why I'm here today. I wanted to help, and I hope I have it. I wish you God's blessing, happiness, and all that. Thanks so much to the singers and to all of you for your time and your attention today. May God bless this institution and this graduating class.
And now for the fun part. By the power vested in me as the Academic Dean, by the Board of Trustees, and the Headmaster of Oak Ridge Military Academy, I now declare you graduates of Oak Ridge Military Academy, the class of 2019. Congratulations.
Michael E. Treadwell. Alexis Q. Spung. Joseph B. DeCilio. Samuel Dan Jumbo. Inocencio Eduardo dos Santos. Reese W. Farmer. Dasha M. Fons. Miriam Anita Franza. Darwin J. Hobson. Diane Eleanor Grace Keller. Philip Hayden Lev. James Holden Strickland Amico. Diana Wagemans. Alexander N. Weemet.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, you will witness a time-honored tradition of the passing of the command saber. The command saber has been passed from the outgoing battalion commander to the incoming battalion commander for decades. Today's saber has been donated by ORMA alumnus Mr. Irvin Angel, class of 1943. At ORMA, the passing of the saber not only represents the passing of authority and responsibility from the outgoing battalion commander to the incoming battalion commander, but it is also symbolic of the senior class passing the reins of responsibility to the junior class. This ceremony adds to the legacy of ORMA's long gray line. At this time, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Joseph DeCilio passes the saber to Cadet Captain Jirapon Noimani. With the passing of the command saber, Cadet DeCilio relinquishes responsibility of the Corps. With his passing of the saber, he charges the incoming battalion commander and the class of 2020 to work hard and to maintain the standards of the Academy. With this relinquishment, the class of 2019 bids the class of 2020 hail and farewell. By accepting the saber, Cadet Captain Jirapon Noimani and the class of 2020 salutes the class of 2019 and wishes them safe travels and peaceful journeys through life until they are gathered here again. By accepting the saber, Cadet Captain Noimani accepts the responsibility of continuing the traditions of the Corps of Cadets. It also means that under her command, she and the junior class's first priority will be maintaining the standards which make Oak Ridge the special school that it is. With this acceptance also comes the pledge to ensure that the faculty, staff, and the Corps work together to ensure not only that our cadets are properly educated, but also become young men and women of high character. The ceremony you have witnessed today has been repeated here many years at commencement and serves as a visible link which connects the past to the present. At this time, will all in attendance rise for the benediction, the retiring of the colors, and the recessional.
Will you pray with me? God, we pause to give you thanks for all that you have done in our lives. Thank you for this hallowed place of learning where so many young men and women have refocused their lives. Thank you for these dedicated teachers who nurtured and mentored those cadets who entered their classrooms. Thank you for the parents who've trusted us all these years to educate their sons and daughters. Thank you for the class of 2019 who are leaving ORMA to embark on the next phase of their life's journey. Help them to become role models for service. Help each one of us to strive daily to be better persons tomorrow than we were today. May the wind always be at your back and the sun shine warmly on your face. May God hold us in the palm of his hand until we meet again. Amen.
On guard, forward, halt!
Retrieve the colors.
Ready, whoa! Ready, whoa! Class of 2019, dismiss!